I would say the most important thing in the last 10 years in digital has to be, the capacity and the empowerment of people to create content. I think, the idea of, being able to create and consume vast amounts of information and content at the touch of a button has been, one of the biggest things that you can say over the last 10 years has really transformed, the capability for anyone and everyone to be able to capture, create, moments, to be able to engage with people in social media and social networks, be able to have a live audience that you can get your content out to, it is phenomenal. And I think we live in this industry, we work in this industry, but if you go back 10 years and you think about the capabilities that we have today to create some amazing creative ideas, as we are talking about today at the awards, to be able to, we talked a little bit about mobile's always got to be there somewhere, but the idea of we've empowered people through apps, through photography, through amazing social media applications that can generate vast amounts of content and share that with an already kind of captive audience in literally seconds has been probably one of the most empowering things that we've seen in digital for me. And that's the thing why I got into digital originally, was this idea of being able to give people the opportunity to create incredible pieces of content and share that with the world. And I think the challenge for the next 5 to 10 years, if we look forward, is going to be that vast amounts of insight and that vast amount of content that we're creating and sharing. How are we going to be able to kind of filter the noise? How are we going to be able to identify what's important? What do I need to know? What's the content and insight and information that's valuable for me? And how are we going to be able to streamline that and make it easy for people to get cut through? So being able to filter that technology or filter that content is going to be something that we're going to have to look through in the future.
I would say, because my own background was in typography and type, and I was used to huge machines, everything I did when I had a keyboard, it took up about 3 or 4 yards of space, and the telephones were more like this in those days. So I would say just being the mobility factor is what I think is the most impressive. Just watching all the judges, they're all working on small contraptions, looking at major projects, could never have been done before, and it's nice.
So I think the most significant development in digital marketing in the last decade is probably the use of data in marketing. Certainly data becoming more than something we look at to work out the number of hits and impressions on a website, and actually being used really intelligently to actually inform creative. So I think what we're seeing now is really the start of a great relationship between data and creative, and how it's being used for real-time advertising, and how real-time intelligence is starting to really affect how our experiences as consumers are when we're interacting with brands.